not food for 5 days.
Her ladyship's fainted.
Somebody carry her down. She must get away from here.
When the houses of the mighty fall, they fall upon the heads of ordinary men and women. The great don't share their fortune, but happily share out disaster. The carriage plunging from the precipice takes with it all the sweating beast of burden. What about us?
We'll be slaughtered like animals. You know what these people are like.
Dear good heaven, what's going to happen to us?
I've heard there's already fighting in the town.
Can someone please tell me what's happened?
We're all right till evening, till the soldiers get drunk.
Have they mutinied?
In the town, they're saying the war with Iran is lost.
The nobles have rebelled!
I heard the Grand Duke has fled.
And all his governors are being executed.
Everything into the inner courtyard. Everyone help pack. Get those lads harnessed to the big carriage. Don't just stand there, scumbag!
Nobody seems to care. I don't know which way to turn. Where's Michael? Don't hold him like that. Get the trunks onto the carriage. Have we heard from the governor?
No, it's all quiet so far, but there's not a moment to lose.
Is there any news from the town?
It's all quiet. There's not a moment to lose.
Essentials only. No, stop. Quickly open those trunks. I'll show you what to bring. The green one. The one with the pearl buttons, of course. Where are those doctors? I'm guessing you're on dreadful migraines again. It always starts in the temples. That one with the fur collar. You took your time, didn't you? Fetch the hot water bottles immediately. Don't tear the sleeve.
Please, Malone, I haven't done a thing.
Only because I caught you in time. I've had my eye on you for quite a while, you know. All you think about is making eyes at that young adjutant. I'll kill you, you silly bitch.
Please, my lady. There's gunfire being heard in the town.
Dear God, will the women be assaulted? Why is this happening to us? Why us? Look for the little brocade jacket. Help her. What's Michael doing? Is he sleeping?
Yes, my lady.
Then put him down for a moment and fetch my little Moroccan leather boots from my bedchamber. You go with my green dress. You! Don't just stand there. Stop. Stay right where you are or I'll be strung up. Just look how everything's been packed. No care, no order. Honestly, if you don't supervise in person, it's times like these I realise what kind of servants I've got. Oh, you people know how to stuff your faces all right. Don't know the meaning of gratitude. I'll remember this.
Come right away, my lady. There's been a lynching. A High Court judge.
But I must have my silver dress. It cost a fortune. And that one there. And all the furs. Where's the wine-coloured one?
There's rioting. We must leave now. Where's your child?
Marrow, get the child ready. Where the hell are you, Marrow?
I think we'll have to leave the carriage and go on horseback.
I can't find the wine-coloured one. Take the whole pile. Put them in the carriage. Why is Marrow not here? Are you crazy? Look, there it is. Right at the bottom.
Hurry up!
Run, just stow them in the carriage.
We're not taking the carriage. Come on or I'll go without you.
Marrow, where are you? Look for them. No, first get those clothes onto the carriage. I'm not leaving on horseback. The town's on fire.
My lady.
She's gone.
And the baby. They've left the baby behind. What animals? Hold them for a minute. I'm going to look for the carriage. What have they done with the governor? The baby. What are you doing with the baby? They left him behind.
She just left him lying there. Little Michael, who has to be protected from the cold air.
He's waking up.
Put him down. I don't like to think what happened to anyone who's found with that child. I'm getting our things. Wait here.
She's right. Once they get started, they'll slaughter whole families. Let's go. Are you deaf? Dump the child. His nurse just asked him to hold him for a minute. She won't be back. He's simpleton.
Just leave it.
It's the child after, not the mother. He's the son and heir. You're a good soul, Grisha, but you're not too bright, are you? That child couldn't be more trouble if it had leprosy.
He doesn't have leprosy. He looks up at me like a human being.
Then don't look back at him. You're a monk. Everyone dumps everything on you. Someone's only got to say, you've got the longest legs, Grisha, run and fetch your letters, and off you run. We're taking the oxen cab. If you hurry, you can come with us. Jesus, half the town must be burning.
Haven't you packed?
The soldiers will be here any minute.
I'm coming. As she stood between doorway and gateway, she heard, or thought she heard, a child calling out. Not whimpering like a child, but calling out clearly, or that's how it seemed. Calling out, "Woman, please help me."
For many hours she sat beside the child.
Till evening.
Till nightfall.
Till the first light of dawn.
She sat too long.
She saw too long the
The
quiet
quiet
breathing,
breathing,
the tiny fists.
Until, as morning came,
The seduction was too strong.
and she stood up,
Bent down with a sigh. Picked up the child.
And carried it away.
Like stolen goods.
She carried it away, like a thief.
She slipped away. Michael, we'll have to go our separate ways. We're far enough from the town now. They're not going to follow you this far, you little nobody. That farmer's wife looked friendly. So, Michael, farewell. I'll forget how he keeps me in the back all night to make me keep walking. And you'll forget the lack of food. I did my best. I'd have been happy to stick with you. That little nose of yours. Oh, and now you're wet again and I've got no nappies for you. I'd have loved to show you your first rabbit. Seen you toilet trained too. But I can't. The soldier I love will soon be home, and I ought to be there for him. You can't expect me not to be there for him. That's asking too much.
Lord Nevin!
There, don't you have one?
It's a boy. And look at the linen ease from a good family he is. They've just left him here on our doorstep. What dreadful times we live in.
If they think we're going to feed it, they're wrong. You go down to the village and give it to the priest. And that's that.
What's the priest gonna do with him? Can't his mother. Look, he's waking up. Heavens, we could look after it, couldn't we?
No!
Look at him smiling. We have a roof over our heads. We could do it. I won't hear another word.
I am not having it. Do you? I am not having it. Hello? Are you listening Darling, congratulations. You've met the army. Where do you come from? How often do you come? Have you been coming on to the enemy? Where does the enemy lie? What's he up to in your region? How do the hills look? How do the valleys look? And how do you fasten your stockings?
They're fastened very securely, thank you. I suggest you withdraw.
Oh, I always withdraw. And in time, you could count on me. Why are you staring at my weapon? In the field, the soldier will at all times keep his hand on his weapon. That's regulation, learn it by heart, dickheads. So, damsel mine, where are we heading?
To my fiancé, sir. Simon Chichava by name. A member of the palace guard in Nuka. And if I tell him about you, he'll break every bone in your body.
Simon Chichava? Oh, I know him. He told me to keep my eye on you as a matter of fact. Dickheads, she loves us not.
No!
I think we should make it clear our intentions are honourable. Damsel, despite my little joke, I am a serious man, so I'll put it to you in military terms. I'd like a child from you. Oh, dickheads, I think she understood. She's scared.
No!
Sweet. Wait till the excuses start. Sir, I'm just gonna get a dish from out the oven first. Sir, I've just gotta change me torn blouse first. But joking apart and poking, we're looking around here for a certain child. Have you heard of a kid who's turned up, all decked out in fine linen?
No, I've heard nothing. Run, kind woman, run. The killers are coming, and the helpless must help the helpless. trees any second. I shouldn't have run off. All I've done is provoke them. What am I going to do? Mary, Mother of God, soldiers. They're after the baby. What if they come in? You mustn't hand him over. Say he's yours. All right. If you hand him over, they'll run him through. But what if the men hand him over and they might do that? If you hand him over, they'll stick him like a pig right here in your kitchen. You've got to say it's yours. All right. But what if they don't believe me? Be firm. They'll burn the roof over it. That's why you have to say it's yours. Don't stand there and stop shaking. They'll notice. Right. And shut up with your all rights. They'll notice. They're here.
There she is. What did I tell you, dickheads? Follow your nose. I've got a question for you, damsel. Why did you run off like that? What did you think I was gonna do to you? I bet it was something filthy. Go on, admit it.
I suddenly remembered I'd left the milk on the stove.
Oh. Not because you thought I was giving you dirty looks. Like we might get it on together. A carnal glance. You take my meaning.
Not that I'd noticed.
Might have been that the way. Yeah. To be fair, I might well be a bit of a bastard. I could imagine a lot of things if we were alone together. You got nothing to do then? Like go feed the hens?
Oh, sir, it was nothing to do with me. Don't burn a house down.
What are you on about?
I had nothing to do with it. She left it on my doorstep, I swear.
Oh, look, dickheads. There's a little something in the basket. I smell 1,000 piastre reward. Take the old girl outside and don't let her go. Looks like I have some interrogations to do. Well, well, well. You've got the child I wanted.
Sergeant, it's mine. That's not the one you're after.
I'll just have a little look.
It's mine. It's mine.
Nice linen.
Thank God. At least the common people haven't turned up. I can't stand the smell of them. They set my migraine off.
My lady, please, be careful what you say. At least until we found another judge.
I haven't said a thing. I love the people for their simplicity and their honesty. It's just, I can't stand how they smell. Is that the woman there?
She'd have your eyes out if it wasn't for our stack. She knows he's for the underdog.
I disliked the man the moment I set eyes on him.
Now get lost. I have a case to deal with. Something for my backside. Donation, please.
A ridiculous case, Your Honour. The other side has abducted a child and refuses to hand it back.
The other side is a very attractive person. Let the trial commence. Strict adherence to the truth, please. Especially from you.
Your Honour, they say that blood is thicker than water. A wise
The
saying.
court wishes to know how much the lawyers are getting.
Beg your pardon? Well, 500 piastres, Your Honour, in answer to the unorthodox question posed by the bench.
Did you hear that? It's an unorthodox question. I asked because I listen to you quite differently if I know you're expensive.
Thank you, Your Honour. Let me say this. The bonds of blood are the strongest bonds of all. Mother and child. Is there a more intimate relationship? Can one tear a child away from its mother, Your Honour? She who conceived the child in the sacred ecstasy of love. She who carried it in her body, nourished it with her blood, borne it in pain. We have seen how even a wild tigress wanders restlessly through the jungle, worn to a shadow. Nature itself.
What have you got to say to this and everything else this lawyer's going to come up with?
The child is mine.
Is that all? I hope you can prove it. Anyway, I suggest you tell me why I should entrust the child to you.
I've brought him up to the best of my abilities. I've always found him something to eat. Most of the time he's had a roof over his head. I've gone through hell for him, and he's cost me money. I never once thought about my own comfort.
Your Honour, it is very telling that the young woman is not claiming a blood link between herself and the child.
The court takes note.
Thank you, Your Honour. If the court permits, a woman burdened by sorrow, one who has already lost her husband and now lives in fear of losing her child, would like to say a few words. My lady.
Your Honour, a truly dreadful fate compels me to ask the court to return my child to me. It is not for me to describe in detail the spiritual agony of a childless mother. The fears, the terrors, the horrors, the sleepless nights.
It is unspeakable the way this lady is being treated. She is refused entry to her husband's palace. She is blocked from receiving any income from this land. She is coldly informed that without the son and heir, she is a nobody. She can't even pay her lawyer! Elo Shivalazzi, let's stop beating about the bush. This is about the Abashvili land and the income from that land.
Please, dear Sandro Obaladze, we agreed that we would not mention the money. Of course, it's perfectly right and proper that the court should also pass judgment as to whether or not my client inherits the substantial estates of the governor. I stress the word also. In other words, the primary issue is the human tragedy of a mother, as the lady has already described in her deeply shocking opening statement. Even if little Michael Abashvili were not heir to the governor's fortune, he would still be the adored child of my client.
Wait! The court regards the reference to the governor's fortune as a mark of humanity.
Thank you, Your Honour. In any case, we can prove that the woman who made off with the child is not the mother of the child. Allow me to inform the court of the bare facts. Through an unfortunate sequence of events, when the child Michael Abashvili was left behind when his mother was forced to flee on the Easter Sunday in question, Grusha, a kitchen maid in the palace, was seen approaching the child. Almost 1 year later, the said Grusha turns up with the child in a mountain village and gets married
How'd you get to this mountain village?
On foot, Your Honour, and the child is mine.
I'm the father, Your Honour.
The man is Grusha's fiancé and therefore his statements are not to be trusted.
Is this the man you married in that mountain village?
No, Your Honour, she married her father.
Why? Is he no good in bed? Tell the truth.
We didn't get that far. I got married for the sake of the child, so it had a roof over its head. He was off at the war, Your Honour.
And now he wants you again, right?
I'm no longer free, Your Honour.
I would like it put on record that...
So you're saying the child was the result of too much screwing around, right? I'll ask you a question. What kind of child is it? Some street waif in rags? or a posh kid from a rich family?
He's just an ordinary child.
I mean, did he boast delicate sensibilities curiously early in life?
He boasted a nose in his face.
He boasted a nose on his face? I regard that as a significant response. I'm going to hurry this case along now and stop listening to everybody's lies, especially yours.
Oh, I can believe you want to hurry this along when I see the backhanders you've been taking.
Hold your tongue. Did I take a backhander from you?
No, but only because I've got no money.
Precisely. I get so little from the hungry. I nearly go hungry myself. You people want justice, but can you pay for it? No, you can't. When you go to the butchers, you expect to pay. But when you go to the judge, you think it's free as air.
You know what they say? When they came to shoe the horsefly held out its length.
Let me think. Better a diamond from a shit heap than a stone from a mountain stream.
What a lovely day. Shall we go fishing? Said the angler to the worm.
I am my own boss, said the servant, and he chopped off his own foot.
I love you like a father, said the Tsar to the peasant, and beheaded his own son.
A fool is his own worst enemy.
A boss has no nose!
Fine 10 piastres for bad language. That'll teach you the meaning of justice.
Oh, I know what you mean by justice. You sentence us because we can't make fine speeches like them with their lawyers.
You got it. You're all too stupid. You're asking for trouble.
It's because you want to give that child to that woman over there, even though she's too refined to know how to change a nappy. Tell you what, you don't know any more about justice than I do.
There's some truth in that. I'm an ignorant man. I spent all my money on food and booze. I was brought up by nuns, you see. Oh, and I'm fining you 10 piastres too, for contempt of court. You're stupid trying to take me on. Instead of flashing your arse a bit and making eyes at me, which would improve my mood no end. Make that 20 piastres.
It could be 30. I'll still tell you what I think of your justice, you drunken old fat! How can you lecture me about language and talk down to me like some saint in a stained glass window? Aren't you ashamed to see me shaking in front of you? You've made yourself their obedient servant. You're doing the dirty work that lets them take our men off to their wars. You traitor! I don't respect you. Same as I wouldn't respect a murderer with a knife. 100 to 1 you'll take that child away from me, but I tell you this. They should only choose money letters and tartar reasons to be judged as that and teach them.
All right then! 30 piastres! Not listening to you any longer! We're not in a pub, you know! Spare a thought for my my judicial dignity! Anyway, I've completely lost interest in this case.
We don't need to make any further representations, my lady. The verdict's in the bag.
You've ruined your chances, Vesta. Now, you'll have the child taken off you.
I need the child. I see you have a soft spot for justice. I don't believe it's your child. But if it were, wouldn't you want it to be rich? And for that, all you need to do is say it's not yours. And right away, have a palace. Lots of horses in his stables. Lots of beggars on his doorstep. Lots of petitioners in his courtyard. Lots of soldiers in his service. Am I right? What do you have to say to that? Don't you want him to be rich?
Hear now what this angry woman thought, but did not say.
If he walked in golden shoes,
He could walk upon the weak.
It is evil he would choose.
He will ridicule the meek.
For to carry in your breast.
a heart as cold as ice.
It's much too hard to test.
Is much too high a price.
It is hunger he will fear, not the hungry mob by night. It is darkness he will fear. He will not fear the light. I'm not giving him up ever. I raised him and he knows me.
She's dressed him in rags.
That's not true. I wasn't given time to put his good shirt on.
He's been living in a pigsty.
I'm no pig. Unlike some. Where did you leave your child?
I'll sort you out, you slut. She's a common criminal and needs whipping on the spot.
My lady, you promised. You're on the plaintiff.
Plaintiff and defendant! The court has considered your case and has not formed a clear view as to who is the real mother of this child. My duty as judge is to assign a mother for that child. We will have a test. I'll draw a circle on the ground. Place the child in the circle. Plaintiff and defendant stand either side of the circle. Each of you take the child by hand. The true mother will be the one who has the strength to pull the child out of the circle.
Objection, Your Honour. It is not right that the fate of the child and whether the fate of the Avashvili estate should be determined in such a dubious manner. And may I add, that girl is accustomed to physical labour. My client is not of the same physical strength.
She looks well fed to me. Pull!
What did I tell you? Blood will out.
What's the matter with you? You didn't pull.
I didn't hold on properly. Please, Your Honour, I take back what I said about you. I beg you to forgive me. At least let me keep the child until he's talking.
Do not attempt to influence the court. I bet you only know 20 words yourself. All right. We'll do the test one more time. Just to be sure. Pull!
I raised that child. Do you expect me to tear him in two? I can't do it.
That's it. The court has decided who is the true mother. Take your child and go. I advise you not to stay in town.
How dare you!
And you! Get lost before I send you down for fraud. The governor's land will go to the town and will be turned into a much-needed children's playground. I hereby rule it will be known as Asdak's Garden. I'm putting my judge's robes to one side now. You two owe me 40 piastres. But you, who heard the tale of the chalk circle, remember the wisdom of the ages.
That everything belongs by right.